I would argue that he's the most important character because aside from Luke, he's really the only one that has what we would call a character arc. And I'm not talking about the medal. I don't give a shit about his medal. He didn't give a shit about his medal. Chewbacca don't give a fuck about medals. What I'm talking about is Chewbacca's moral arc toward justice. In chronology, we meet him while he's a young Wookiee in the military. He's helping out the Jedi Council. He gives Yoda a piggyback ride at one point in the prequels. That's, it was pretty funny because it's just shoehorning Chewbacca in. But it's nice for this because it shows that he was just a young Wookiee trying to make his way in the world.
Chewbacca.
Which is awesome because that's how he gets captured, and when he gets captured, thrown into a dungeon and then forced to eat human beings.
Feed him to the beast.
The beast? Wait, there's a beast?
Chewbacca's a man-eater. That's established in the Han Solo movie, A Star Wars Story. When Han Solo meets him for the first time, he's lunch. Han Solo's lunch. But the two befriend one another, and instead of eating him,
Yeah, I speak a little now. Just listen to me, you...
they become partners. This is important for later. Chewbacca starts out wanting to eat a human being and then sees something else in him, sees all of the potential, and sees also, I think, the capacity to suffer. It's not all opportunistic, but it could be. Why not? You can go vegan for health reasons. You could go vegan for lots of selfish reasons. But at this point, at best, he doesn't want to kill humans anymore. In fact, they become such good friends. When Han dies, the sorrow that we hear as an audience is Chewie's. We hear Chewie's cries. He's the one that we cared about. His experience is what matters. When Leia dies and Chewbacca falls to his knees, I think it's one of the most emotionally true parts of all of Star Wars. And it's one of the only ones where I can go, wow, they actually thought about this. Finally, something you invested in Star Wars that pays off. Few and far between. The other thing that we should look at is how he treats droids. When it starts out, he is playing R2-D2 in that weird chess game they play on the Millennium Falcon with the holograms. And Chewbacca is betrayed by his friend, saying that he rips droids' arms off.
It's because a droid don't pull people's arms out of their sockets when they lose.
All right. Poor loser, maybe. Maybe he's got something to work on. Good old Chewbacca. Maybe he needs some personal development. While he's working on that, he also befriends C-3PO. And who is the most annoying person in all of Star Wars? Some people might say Jar Jar Binks. But I would say Jar Jar Binks, if they had any balls over there at the Star Wars studio, would get his own fucking TV show. So stupid, Boba Fett. I'm not watching it. Boycott. Give me a Jar Jar Binks. Show me you got some cojones. You actually want to do something with this universe instead of just trying to like retread old tires and blow fanboys. But when C-3PO gets blasted at the Cloud City, who comes to his rescue? None other than our furry friend, Chewbacca. Chewbacca is the only one who seems to care that C-3PO's, dead for all intents and purposes. Chewbacca is the one who puts Humpty Dumpty back together again. Amidst his own suffering, by the way, Chewbacca is being tortured by the sound. And as soon as the sound lets up, he goes back to working on C-3PO. It's pretty badass. And he's successful, which also shows the intelligence of Chewbacca if we hadn't bought that yet. The movies go through great length to show him as not just a beast, but capable of understanding other people's suffering. And he's also a sympathetic character. He truly cares about the welfare of others. And then we come to my favorite Star Wars movie. Hate in the comments. Give me all the hate you want. I love getting hate for loving The Last Jedi. The Last Jedi subverts our expectations and actually shows what can be done with this universe. It's a lot like Rogue One in that regard. We see that there's something else that can happen with this. It's not just fan service. In fact, anytime they had the chance to do fan service, nope. So, the Porgs, which seem like they're just a little toy, right? It's a toy opportunity. Chewbacca goes to the trouble of not only capturing, but cleans and cooks a Porg. And he's about to bite into it, and another Porg is looking at him. And it gives him the sad eyes. And he says, "Holy shit. I'm wrong. What have I done? What kind of Wookiee am I? How could I live with my Wookiee self knowing that these little creatures have feelings?" Growls. He growls at the Porg, but any vegan will let you know that they get growled at quite a bit by the likes of meat eaters. And who are they really angry with? The vegan? What's to be angry with the vegan for? They're just trying to, help the planet or, mitigate violence. They're angry with themselves because they're being confronted with the idea that their values don't match up with their actions. Chewbacca realizes this, and he puts down the Porg, and he befriends the Porgs. And much like with Han Solo before, the Porgs join him on the Millennium Falcon and become more or less his co-pilots, which is hilarious. It's such a beautiful echo, a leitmotif if you're an English major. That's the same arc that Han Solo took with his friendship with the Wookiee. How cool is that? That's some tight, good writing. And they weren't given much there. They did it. Argue about the thing with the metal all you want. It doesn't matter. The thing that does matter is it's in canon. Chewbacca is vegan. 100%. No doubt about it. And since we usually compare him to like a dog type creature, they're omnivores. He can eat a Porg, but he's not gonna anymore because Porgs are his friends. He can rip apart a droid, but he doesn't rip apart droids anymore because he has droids who are his friends. And he's tasted the sweet flesh of man. But he doesn't eat human beings anymore because he has friends who are human beings. So, if you have any friends who are animals, take a lesson from Star Wars and everyone's favorite character, Chewbacca, and go vegan. Thanks. Allow me to invite you to like and subscribe so that I can continue to, spread the vegan love and more people can see these videos. Thanks. May the Force be with you. If you're wondering, I'm wearing a Star Trek Day shirt because it's Star Trek Day today where the new Star Trek episodes come out, and I like to wear this shirt because it makes me feel like I'm lucky that they'll make a good episode again. They're on a roll over the Star Trek universe where we're getting actually good content lately.